Dear Kiden, you are my closest friend. You could have been anything, a healer, a leader, a voice of women in South Sudan who continue to fight for their rights.
You were always so passionate about making difference, being the voice for change. I always thought you would be the great thing. You were my closest friend.
You were always so full of life, always the one to lift others, even when you were struggling.
You were one who always knew how to make others smile, even when things were tough. I remember the times we confided in each other.
We as a family are no better or complete without you. You are the beacon of light in darkness, and now that light is gone. I wish you knew how much you meant to us.
The world needed you. We needed you. Your strength, compassion, wisdom could have been such a difference.
Most definitely, I remember the days we spent together. The late nights, talks, your smiles would always brighten the dark days.
The world needed you. We needed you. Your strength, compassion, wisdom, they could have made such a difference.
So, I broke down in tears, and alone I was in dilemma because you had made a promise to never take your life, no matter the situation.
Do you remember our childhood days, running through the field? Your laughter filling the air? You were too young
and had a lot of dreams and ambitions to accomplish. There was so much potential that could have brought the South Sudan we dreamt about.
When the news reached me about your death, I was in the restroom that afternoon after reading the news headlines. My mother called me and said you were no more.
I still struggle to understand why you decided to leave us.
I wanted to be always there for you. I wanted to serve you. Not a day goes by and I don't think of you and the painful choice you made. Did you think that was the best decision to make?
Did you think of us in those final moments, or did the weight of your suffering make you impossible to see anything beyond it? Your presence has left a lot of void that can never be filled.
I didn't know what to do or say. There was a lot of changes. I grieved so much. I felt a lot of dark shadows covering me. I still can't believe you are gone. Why did you leave us? What made you think that the world has nothing left for you? Did you think of the struggles were too much for you that we wouldn't understand? You were wrong, my friend. The world is not a better place without you. Your laughter, your kindness, your strength, they all left a mark on those who knew you. So many lives to touch. I wish you had reached out.
kind of suicidal ideation, these are now the steps or maybe stages of the process that leads to the suicide itself. So we have two kinds of suicidal ideations. One is the passive suicidal ideation. Suicidal ideation comes in the results now. The passive one is the person is thinking like out of desperate, being so desperate, like, I just feel like I should die. I just feel to disappear from this place. I'm not needed anymore. Those kind of emotional thoughts that comes into your mind. You feel you must be out of the space that you've been maybe rejected, you're denied something, you've been disappointed. So you have that kind of wish that you wish you could die. But the end, the person has no formula to die. So now, that's the stages mostly that goes through every person that has as a victim of a suicidal. And then the second one is the active kind of suicidal ideation. The active one, the person really planned for it and is ready at any time can go through the suicidal. So when we're looking at these forms of suicidal, people can really take maybe tablets, and then having these tablets can easily lead to suicidal. And then the other one is that maybe someone could go have a rope and hang himself. But all these stages must go through these kinds of death stages. Now, the causes could be maybe loss of finance. So maybe you kind of a job, you lost a very big contract. It brings a lot of kind of thoughts, which it can also result into become a bipolar. Especially if you don't share out with person, you keep it personally, this can definitely result it into suicidal. And then again, the other one is also it's also connected to conflicts. Mostly when you're looking at the historical backgrounds of the Civil War, it's a bit very alarming in a scenario of suicidal. Having a parents that you lost your beloved ones, your sponsors, maybe in aspiration of your career, you feel someone is not there to help you. And definitely you now prone yourself to this kind of a social gathering. You start drinking and those kind of thoughts. Then you feel like, who am I? I had dreams. I've lost everything. And with this point, what can I really contribute to the society? You reach to your colleagues, to your junior friends, you find them doing better than you. So it can easily take you with that kind of stages, with the frustration, can definitely result into suicidal. So what we're now looking through these causes is that we are looking at can we minimize the alarming situation of suicidal. What we're handling as in the mental health department, we are looking through as a group. We wanted people to reach out to each other, to your loved ones. Like you feel you need to have time to people. And then when you reach out, there's that kind of voicing. You need to speak out your mind. Because when you speak, your emotions are relaxed already. So the other one is, again, also you need to contact immediate personnel. Somebody who's really, can hear you out and can help you, maybe recommend you or direct you to the person that can help handle your case. Because such a situation of suicidal is a process. It's not easily that, okay, don't go there, don't do it like this. It's not commanding. It's a kind of convincing. You need to give a lot of empowering in order the person to feel he's ready to express what are his grudges. And then we are now also looking at the stage of this thing now. We need now to connect, have a center that you can visit this person. Every time to time, visit this person. Get out what are the challenges that the person, is he coping out? Is he recovering from such a situation? So those are the steps that normally we look out to such a people. And now how to define, like assessing people who are really, you're seeing that these are their suspects or maybe their targets that are really they can involve into suicidal is that, people when they take long, they can't achieve their goals. You find someone is trying to whisper, talking alone. Those kind of things it's a trauma. Because we do understand in the mental faculty we have like over 50 cells of the brain that process information within a second. So you find very difficult for you to then take something. Any information that you process for a second, for more than 1 minute, it can easily lead to trauma. Of which trauma can also give you a sense that maybe you're just a failure. You have the kind of two senses. There is in psychology what we call me and I. So you yourself, the physical is you, is me, and then I leads to the information, the emotional setup. So you find it very difficult that handling the outer part, and then you yourself, you can appear good, but then your mindset, you develop a kind of stages of situations that you feel nobody wants to welcome you. You're not welcome anymore, and then hopelessness. you feel very hopeful that, you have the dreams, but you do not get anyone to back you up. So what we are looking at now, people who really start talking alone and are not ready to start something, you need to reach out to these people, ask them, let them feel welcome in the community. You need to reach out to these colleagues that, you struggle together, remind them, you need to reconnect and you refocus their attention to something. So in order to bring such people out is that we provide a therapy that to those hobbies that someone personal likes them. We ask, what do you think we could do for you? Because there are people who say, we like traveling. We offer them traveling trips to nice places, nice sceneries, like maybe swimming pool, to go to the mountain, but you look up to them so they don't throw themselves down. Maybe decide to attack the act when you're there. But you assess them as a process through this. How we work hard in order to recover them. Because now the situation that brings the suicidal cases that historical attempts, like maybe someone might have also attempted suicide, and then the background of the family, maybe there was a person who might have died in the suicidal history, and then now they are within the same spirit. People believe, someone feels like, no, I think I can do the same way what the other friend or maybe the brother did. So mostly it's the historical things that we know. We need to take them away from that kind of environment, encouraging them. We encourage that, in the future, we believe that we needed centers for the psychosocial support centers in order to help and rescue such people. Because mostly with the current situation that we are seeing, I think it would be our urge that to the Healing and Reconciliation Commission that is soon to be open would also collaborate with the system that we are ready to help them and see centers that are already open in order for us to see how we can meet these people, because there are many outside there. Someone getting involved into over drinking of alcohol is also one sign that this person can easily decide anything, because it is a result of a failure of some goal that the person has not achieved. During these campaigns of the suicidal issues, I would like also to encourage our youths outside, our friends, our relatives outside there. It's not such easy, but we know it's time that we have to connect together, become a team, in order for us to iron some of the situations that mostly is affecting the youths outside. So I would also encourage everyone outside there to reach out to us so that we can work out with as a team upon this situation. We will connect out through our social medias. You can dive into our social medias platform, the Mental Health South SSD. You can also reach us there, inbox us in our social media platforms. And I think definitely there we can engage and also arrange for appointments to see how we can share out your situation and we help each other as a team. Thank you so much.